The world of humanity is possessed of two wings, the male and the female. So long as these two wings are not equivalent in strength, the bird will not fly. Until womankind reaches the same degree as man, until she enjoys the same arena of activity, extraordinary attainment for humanity will not be realized. Humanity cannot wing its way to the heights of real attainment. But when the two wings become equivalent in strength, enjoying the same prerogatives, the flight of man will be exceedingly lofty and extraordinary. The world in the past has been ruled by force. A man has dominated over woman by reason of his more forceful and aggressive qualities, both of body and mind. But the balance is already shifting. Force is losing its dominance, and mental alertness, intuition, and the spiritual qualities of love and service, in which woman is strong, are gaining ascendancy. Hence, the new age will be an age less masculine and more permeated with the feminine ideals. An age in which the masculine and feminine elements of civilization will be more evenly balanced. In this day, man must investigate reality impartially and without prejudice in order to reach the true knowledge and conclusions. What then constitutes the inequality between man and woman? Both are human. In powers and function, each is the complement of the other. At most, it is this: that woman has been denied the opportunities which man has so long enjoyed, especially the privilege of education. In the estimation of God, there is no distinction of sex. One whose thought is pure, whose education is superior, whose scientific attainments are greater, whose deeds of philanthropy excel, be that one man or woman, white or coloured, is entitled to full rights and recognition. There is no differentiation whatsoever. If women received the same educational advantages as those of men, the result would demonstrate the equality of capacity of both for scholarship. In future, the world of womankind will shine with lustrous brilliance, for such is the will and purpose of Baha'u'llah. At the time of elections, the right to vote is the inalienable right of women, and the entrance of women into all human departments is an irrefutable and incontrovertible question. No soul can retard or prevent it. O ye loving mothers, know ye that in God's sight the best of all ways to worship Him is to educate the children and train them in all the perfections of humankind, and no nobler deed than this can be imagined. War and its ravages have blighted the world. The education of woman will be a mighty step towards its abolition and ending, for she will use her whole influence against war. Woman rears the child and educates the youth to maturity. She will refuse to give her sons for sacrifice upon the field of battle. In truth, she will be the greatest factor in establishing universal peace and international arbitration. Assuredly, woman will abolish warfare among mankind. Therefore, strive to show in the human world that women are most capable and efficient, and that their hearts are more tender and susceptible than the hearts of men, that they are more philanthropic and responsive toward the needy and suffering, that they are inflexibly opposed to war and are lovers of peace. Strive that the ideal of international peace may become realized through the efforts of womankind, for man is more inclined to war than woman, and a real evidence of woman's superiority will be her service and efficiency in the establishment of universal peace. But there are certain matters, the participation in which is not worthy of women. For example, at the time when the community is taking up vigorous defensive measures against the attack of foes, the women are exempt from military engagements. It may so happen that at a given time, warlike and savage tribes may furiously attack the body politic with the intent of carrying on a wholesale slaughter of its members. Under such a circumstance, defense is necessary, but it is the duty of men to organize and execute such defensive measures, and not the women, because their hearts are tender and they cannot endure the sight of the horror of carnage, even if it is for the sake of defense. From such and similar undertakings, the women are exempt. Equality between men and women does not, indeed, physiologically, it cannot mean identity of functions. In some things, women excel men. For others, men are better fitted than women. While in very many things, the difference of sex is of no effect at all. The differences of function are most apparent in family life. The capacity for motherhood has many far-reaching implications which are recognized in Bahai law. For example, when it is not possible to educate all one's children, daughters receive preference over sons, as mothers are the first educators of the next generation. Again, for physiological reasons, women are granted certain exemptions from fasting that are not applicable to men. From the fact that there is no equality of functions between the sexes, one should not, however, infer that either sex is inherently superior or inferior to the other, or that they are unequal in their rights. In the dispensation of Baha'u'llah, women are advancing side by side with men. There is no area or instance where they will lag behind. They have equal rights with men and will enter in the future into all branches of the administration of society. Such will be their elevation that in every area of endeavour they will occupy the highest levels in the human world.